Yeah. Hennessy.
Nah, yo, bro, I stopped watching award show, bro, like
years ago.
I'm talking about 10 years, I think is the last time I actually like turned on the TV, sat there and was like, I'm excited for this award now.
I don't watch no award shows.
I think the last one, there was like BET was doing a cypher. It started feeling to me a lot like wrestling. Like everything was staged, and I just didn't like how or artificial it felt.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't
It's
watch
like
it.
not authentic.
And it was corny. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't exciting. It just wasn't exciting for me.
Yeah.
But just like you said, I was watching the battles, hype as fuck, because I think at this time Chess was probably battling, so I'm already hyped because I think Clips battle and Clips went off. Clips went off. When we're talking about A-game Clips.
Yeah, no, like
A-game
T-Rex clips,
yeah.
All three.
And I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitter when this is happening, right? And we're having a rap battle too. So I just put my son to bed and everything. And Twitter's blowing up about this smack, and I'm like, what? And I'm watching the videos. And before I put my input, because I want to hear what you think.
I really see. My biggest thing is Grammys and Oscars are very color based.
Absolutely.
And they finally gave black people a chance to write shit.
Twice.
And both times some bullshit happened.
Something happened with Denzel. No, but wasn't Denzel's first Oscar as well?
Oh, you mean in that case?
Yeah,
okay, yeah. All right, you mean getting?
Yeah, my fault.
Yeah, well, no, that was his second.
They made it
because he won one for Training Day.
Oh, okay. Well, they made it a big deal because they said like Samuel was up there and gave it to him or whatever and whatnot, but whatever.
Yeah, but yeah, they finally let the colors control shit, and you're showing them exactly why they don't or why they are the way they are. Because niggas is out of pocket. Was it warranted? I think Will wasn't wrong, but he was wrong. I think he went about it the wrong way. I don't think you just go on stage and smack a nigga. Like, that's not right.
So you think he was wrong for the physical action?
Yeah.
Yeah, I truly I agree with you because I think let's say they were just overwhelmed or tired of the fact that they were always the joke and shit like that. But
she made them that way.
Well, that too.
That's the issue.
Well, I also think this whole situation is because of her. Because if we go, if y'all go back and watch, Will was laughing. He was going along with it. And maybe it still bothered him, and he was just doing that fake laugh.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But nothing really happened until, and you kind of saw it. You saw Jada kind of like pan her eyes at him, and
he seen it and had to do what he had to do.
And listen, maybe because I don't, even on TV when I'm watching shit. Unless it's like dancing, I tend to watch what's happening in the background. Yeah. So let's say nobody else felt it, I did. Once I saw her pan her eyes at Will, I'm like, fuck, it's done up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Go time.
You ain't gonna do nothing. Right. And I don't think so. I don't think Will is wrong for getting mad. Well, both of them. I don't think both of them are wrong for getting mad. I don't think, even though it happened after, I don't think him yelling at him, keep my wife's name out your...
No.
Yeah, I don't think that was wrong. I agree with you. I think what's wrong is you physically getting up. Yeah. And I think I have another theory with that too. Physically getting up, going to Chris and smacking the living life out of him. You know what I'm saying? Because
Chris Rock a class act though, because I want to.
But I'm gonna get to you as to where I knew it was real, because when he it was like a switch, and I'm gonna tell you so you understand what I'm talking about. Only because one, I just think it was too much. Like you literally got up, walk across it. Like
the only thing.
Let's say if he didn't smack him, just the fact that you got up and walked across the stage is already a lot. Yeah, and then you smacked him. One, crazy. Two, I think what you're trying to allure is you're on this white supremacy award show.
Yeah, it's always been white based, white driven,
and you just diminished one of the top black men
in the world. Yeah, exactly.
You know, so it's like that's not the way to go upon it
at all.
You know, I was watching the Rory and Maul podcast, and Maul made a great point.
You great.
Get pissed, yell at him.
Yeah.
If you want to physically do something, do it after.
Catch him at the after party. Yeah, I seen that shit. Yeah.
I think I would have catch him after. Though.
Yeah, that's what you do.
I would have pulled him aside.
Or like as soon as it goes off the commercial, you pull him aside. Like, look, that shit. I mean, I wasn't digging it. Like whatever. You know what I mean, but I don't feel like you go off and do that because Shorty's been making a mockery of you for how fucking long now? 2 years now, making you dragging your name. But nigga, one little joke about her and her panties are in a bunch.
So now,
Shorty put a do-rag on.
Do you guys know that she has a condition?
Alopecia, yeah.
Okay, so hear me out. I didn't know.
No,
I heard, but I'm just gonna.
She tweeted it out.
I'm trying to hold it back. My bad.
But did she tweet it after the incident?
No,
but a lot of people have known for years. Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't know. Maybe because I don't follow them, or that's not my demographic. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it was kind of like, why are we, guys? We joke.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I'm like, why are we getting so pissed over a joke?
Yeah.
I did not know.
It was clearly a joke.
I did not know that condition. So to me, I was like, it's Chris Rock, bro.
And he didn't joke about the condition. He just joked
about how she looked.
Yes.
Like what?
G.I. Jane was bad. So what the fuck is the problem? Demi Moore is a bad bitch.
Right.
Excuse my friend, but yeah, Demi Moore a bad Joan. Like,
and if that's the case,
the hell? Okay. How is that?
Yeah. If that's the case, then express to them like, yo, listen, you know the condition we need.
And my thing is exactly.
Not get on and I love Will. But not get on stage.
The host, Regina Hall, she made a joke about that shit because she was like fucking around calling all the guys to stage. Like, she was like, yeah, I'm gonna take you in the back. She was like, oh, Will, yeah, Jada gave me the clearance. Like, come on up. Like, how she didn't say that. She laughed about how it was ha he then. But it's her making a joke about them having an open marriage. Obviously, that was a little hint toward, I mean, the situation they had, their entanglement.
Do you think this is one of those like sexist, like double standard situations?
Yeah, hell yeah. For sure.
Like, do you think if someone, let's say,
niggas been grinding him for 2 years now because of her, and you ain't hear her protect him once.
Let's say, because, my bad, though. Let's say, because a lot of people are saying that Will has possibly a mental disorder or something, you know?
I don't think he has a mental disorder, but I really think he has had enough. Like, he's reached his breaking point.
Which is what I was about to say.
And that was her fault.
Build up animosity.
Yeah, it led to that.
It's basically saying like, now you're
like
enough. This is
exactly.
This is the last show that broke the camel's back.
Yeah, the 100%.
This is the last joke that you said and you told me in front of the big stage.
100%, bro.
This is one of like the Super Bowl of great,
exactly.
Now you're gonna make this
movies
joke,
and TV.
You're gonna make this joke.
Exactly.
He had enough, basically.
It's just. I just think it's crazy because, again, I think it's fueled because of Jada.
But the only way I'm giving my bad, I'm giving him a little props, and it was warranted because my son fixed his suit first. I'm going to smack the shit out this nigga.
He went straight Philly and then went back to class act.
Nigga went Mike Lowry, nigga.
Back to class act. Yeah,
he was Mike Lowry on that stage, nigga. Bad boys.
It was crazy. It was crazy. And then I just think like. I'm starting to really get, maybe because I'm getting older, I'm starting to really get, I don't want to use the word pissed, but angry or irritated or whatever. The world just has so much to say.
Always,
bro. It's like, this happened and everyone had to put their 2 cents.
Yeah, of course.
Everyone had to say something or who's wrong, who's right. I should have done this. And I'm like, yo, you guys don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's just like one of
at the end of the day, you don't know what the fuck is going through his mind. This is his situation.
Rap bar. Bro, you don't know if a man will pull the trigger until he gets to that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't talk on situations that you don't know about.
That's a fact.
I just think Will Smith's he's a human, basically. He's going through a lot. You can't. I just hate when people sit here and down him because he had like a real life like struggle as in that point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I just can't. That's a natural reaction for anywhere. of that demographic where they come from that background.
Yeah.
Because he comes from a Philly background, so I'm assuming like that shit just literally came out of him.
Yeah.
And he's had enough.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's from the streets.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, you ain't seen the video of Chris Rock's brother though, Tony Rock? He had a stand-up joke. He talked about that shit. He was like, he comes out bumping Tupac. And he was like, this is my intro music the rest of this year. He said all of 2022. This is the rest of the, I forget what song it was. It might have been. Nigga, and he goes, yeah, we bumping it. He was like, this boy got the game fucked up. He was like, you don't get the wrong one. He was like, we got 10 brothers, boy. You think you gonna live through this? He was like, nah, homie. He's like, every time I see you, it's on sight. Like, and Tony Rock, he the real one. Like, he's like, yeah, homie, I'm not playing that. He was like, well, you gonna see? He said, we gonna see you.
We'll see, but Will's from Philly.
But at the end of the day, it was a comedy show, so I feel like he's just, I mean, he's getting his bit off.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Where he's like shining the light from his brother, you know what I mean?
Where do you think? At what point do you think this was real? When you watched the videos, because you don't watch.
I thought it was real from the muscle.
From the jump?
Yeah, like the look on Will's face. Well, it wasn't even the look on his face. It was, as you explained, the look on her face. Cause she and then she just like, nigga, and then you see him, he turns his head. He gets up. It's like, oh yeah, it's about to go down. And then G.I. Jane. It was fun. I laughed, but you know what I mean. It's kind of fucked up.
It was funny.
But it's comedy. It was hilarious. I laughed. It's funny you said.
One videos I see on the internet, I knew it was real when I think when he was presenting an award, and if you see his face, they zoomed on his face when he like had the award and he had to give it out. He was still like, "What the fuck happened?" And he had like, it looked like he wanted to cry, like, but out of it. No, Chris. He wanted to cry out of like frustration because he didn't know what just happened.
Yeah, he didn't know how to react. It was just a flash reaction where it just happened. He like, damn.
I feel like we all been in there where he's been embarrassed. Like,
exactly. That's what it is more than anything.
I thought it was fake because he had his hands back.
Yeah,
I think he knew something was gonna happen.
He didn't think Will was going to. Yeah, he thought he was just gonna come out there and confront him or whatever. Because when he hold up with Chris Rock, nigga, this is where you know Chris Rock is a great comedian though. So he gets us, starts walking to the stage. He goes, "Uh-oh, Richard's coming." Nigga, because he just played Venus and Serena's dad in the movie King Richard. Nigga, yeah, he won the award for that. He's look, he said King Richard's coming. Nigga, I was like, oh nah, that's the first thing I realized, bro.
So hear me out.
I was like, yo,
earlier I said.
That's no bullshit.
Earlier I said, bullshit. I think in that moment,
he was just going to confront.
I feel like he was going up there maybe to grab the mic and be like, "Yo, cut it out,
we're done."
And once he went to King Richard, I was like, "Oh no, we're not doing this today," and just right?
Nigga. So hold on, nigga. This is how you. But Philly, the Philly came out of him, but he's been out the loop for a minute. You seen that bullshit ass half slappy? Like he didn't know if he wanted to ball his fist or just slap me. He was like.
So that's why I asked you if it was real. So hear me out. So I saw Jada. I saw Jada look at him.
Yeah.
And all this fun stuff, right? So I'm gonna be honest, because it was two comedians, and it really, really did look staged, right? I'm like, oh, this is extremely fake. Until the very end. This is where I knew it was real. Once he sat down and he did the whole get my wife's name out your mother, right? And Chris goes, it was a joke. And then right after he goes, oh man, I want to, you know what, forget it. When he said, I want to, you know what, forget it, I could tell he was about to go off and say, nah, we're not doing this right now.
Yeah.
At that point, I was like, nah, this is real. Because you can sense the frustration of him wanting to go off on Will. And then realize, no, I'm on camera. To pull out.
That's why I said he's a class act. Because he does. He was like, all right. And then that's when Will says it again. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. And he goes, I will. He should have been like, nigga.
I like how he plays.
See me again in August.
As soon as he got hit, you hear the wow, like, you know what I'm talking about?
Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me.
You could tell, like, that's the way he could get it out.
Yeah, I wish this award show was in August. He would have had so many more jokes.
Oh, here we go. Anyways.
That's the first thing I would have said, nigga. I'm sorry, I can't keep it classy like that, bruh. I'm gonna let you get that one off, but I'm gonna say I got the mic, homie. They gonna have to cut this mic off. Pause. Like, nigga, they gonna have to cut this shit off. You ain't slap August, nigga. August was meat slapping your bitch. Like, nigga, you had his meat all over that G.I. Jane head, nigga. Come hit me again, nigga. What we doing? Nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga. August. Nigga, it's so bad, nigga, because, nigga, that was, August and her son, and their son were friends. Him and Jaden were friends. And this nigga, he brought him to the crib. And this bitch started fucking him. Nigga, the young boy, he moved out the house because he knew this nigga was fucking his mom. This nigga moved out the house and everything. Like, that shit wild, nigga. You bring your friend, he fucking your moms. I ain't gonna lie, I'll tear Jada ass up too.
Yeah, that's crazy. I would have fought that nigga. I don't care.
Yeah, the fact, we gonna have to whoop my ass, homie.
Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie.
I wish I would have seen like he would have, nigga, because I really feel like he was about to. When he was like, you know what? All right,
no, he wanted to.
I really thought he was gonna say it, nigga. You ain't hit August, nigga. You hit me for. I said a joke about your wife. That nigga was choking your wife.
He was gonna
tell me keep my wife's name out your mouth. Nigga, you should have kept niggas out of her mouth.
Gawk 3000 with the salt and pepper. Ooh. Yeah. Nah, but
he should have bought. I hope G.I. Jane 2 is coming out in August. I'm telling you, Chris, holla at me. I'll write some jokes for you.
Yo, but you see, because of this incident, again, this kind of makes you feel like it was staged and stuff like that. But you seen that because Chris Rock has like a tour or whatever, like a special coming up,
and it makes it seem like
his ticket sales spiked. They sold out. And
the price went up too.
Because it wasn't, it was selling, but it wasn't doing good. Like not good. It was doing good, but not great. And he's like. And after this incident, sold out.
He's like
now it's only because everybody now wants to hear it from him, the situation, because he's definitely going to go off.
Oh, hell yeah.
In his shows. He's definitely going to go off.
He had a show in Boston, right? That's the show.
In Boston?
I think it was Boston that he had.
I'm not sure.
He had to do a show the following, I think that following.
And he did it?
Yeah, he did it.
So he didn't like reschedule?
Nah.
Hell no, that's fresh.
Yeah.
You know, they want to hear that.
I gotta show. I think I'll show you the video where he made a joke about it. And I think he opened it that way.
I didn't know that. Damn. I need to look that up because he probably definitely said something.
He got to capitalize on. That's what I don't think it's staged, but I think it's great for him to capitalize on.
Bro, in today's world, this stuff like that is content.
It's great for him to capitalize.
So if it gets your pockets fatter, bro, go ahead. Do you?
Facts.
It's material.
Yeah.
Your material. Easy breezy, beautiful. Never mind.
But yeah, man. Speaking about Sunday, there was a couple other big things that happened.
Yeah, everybody was just on one on Sunday. Well, Sunday. Sunday. Everybody was just on one on Sunday.
It was like,
what's good with Maverick? Alright, man. Every time I say this joke, it's corny anyways. Don't get me wrong, but every time I say this joke, no one gets it.
Elaborate.
All right. His name is Sue Surf. Tsunami is a form of a wave. Maverick is actually, besides being that it's a horse, Maverick is actually a huge wave under Tsunami. Like, Tsunami's the biggest form.
Yeah.
But then under Tsunami, a big wave is called Maverick.
Yeah.
And I feel like I say this joke every time when people look at me sideways. But that's whatever. It's corny. I get it. I'll just stay shut. You know what?
It's not corny.
Yo, it's like if you subscribe.
Like if you subscribe.
Yeah, see, even that was
cool.
crazy.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Go ahead, man.
Sunday, my nigga Susie, man.
Susie!
That's what Cortez calls it. Cortez calls it Susie. Nah, chill. Don't disrespect me, man. That's my guy, Surf.
I heard there's a homecoming for the homie coming home.
Nigga. Yeah, nigga. Mad goons, mad mops, mad brews. Got niggas holding arms to the wall like bitches going to the bathroom.
Bar.
Yeah, that's
Down to Marco.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So there was a little event that was going on Sunday, and all hell broke loose. Nigga, see, look, I'm gonna just skip the whole thing. My thing is, look, these venues need better security because there's no reason why any fan should get in a venue with weapons. Period.
They got reverb security.
Not even, nigga. They got fucking Goose House security. They got the Carlos security.
Yo,
nigga, nah,
that's bad. The Carlos? Nah.
Nigga, they got the
I
Carlos
remember
security, bro.
when I went with you guys. I forgot. Well, your sister went.
Yeah.
Show went.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
Yo, I was like,
It's not
You
it.
literally point out who had a gun and who had skin.
yo,
Facts.
my man, it was crazy in there. Fuck, continue, my bad.
Yeah, man. So shit erupted, and somebody got stabbed from Surf's camp or whatever. So the battle didn't even go down. Yo, they stomped way out. They put that nigga to sleep.
He's like,
No, like it was a long sleep.
I know you got a snot now.
No, I'm good.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow. Right. Yeah.
But yeah, bro, that shit was wild, nigga. Like, nigga, first of all, how do you get a weapon into an arena? Second of all, how the fuck do you just get to somebody's green room? Without, like, there's supposed to be venue security outside of the green room, too.
Mm.
Like, what the fuck?
And wasn't this a known venue? Wasn't it?
Yeah, it's like a big venue in Atlanta.
That's what I'm saying. So, what the fuck?
Like, bro, this shit is crazy. Like, they have all types of performances and shit there. Like, but aside from that, though, there was some real people that stuck out that night. Who do you have in the first battle? Av and Danny Myers.
So I think when I started watching it, I think is it Danny? I think Danny was in the whole this nigga ain't Av.
Oh, that was his third. See, yeah, that was his
So
third.
I started late, and so I guess off their third, I'm saying Danny. Now I did. Now hold on, wait, time out. I'm explaining to you from when I watched it. It because I only watched their third, and I really like Danny Myers. I rewatched it during.
I like his approach, but I hate the fact he drug it out the whole round.
Mm.
But I know why he did it.
I did say that.
I know why he did it.
Yeah.
Because he's been battling so much. Yo, this nigga's been battling like every other week.
Danny?
Yeah. So I feel like instead of coming up with more creative shit, he just drug that shit out. Like, I'm gonna just end it like this. Like, drag this shit out as long as possible.
So, like live, when I watch only their round 3, I'm saying Danny. I did rewatch it during the week at work.
Av snapped in that third, bro.
So, after rewatching it, I'm going out.
Av's biggest issue is breathing. For him to be a rapid puncher back to back like he does, his breathing is horrible. Cause his projection is great, his delivery is great. His breathing sucks. Cause he a big nigga, but you can tell he's a big nigga that don't work out, don't do nothing. Like,
Yeah.
So,
but I like I said, after rewatching that,
me personally, I gave Av first and the third. Danny's second was incredible, nigga. Incredible. And then, speaking of incredible, the next battle.
Nah.
Clips versus Lou Castro.
Gentlemen.
Gentlemen. Ain't nothing gentleman like about that.
It was straight 3-0.
Clips went crazy. And the thing is, Lou Castro was great.
Yeah.
Clips made him look bad with him being great.
That's a grade A Clips, bro.
Yeah. That
grade
was
A Clips. That was
Nigga, the skirt like the last time Jazz was a virgin, nigga. Oh my God. I took the skirt off.
No. But the first round when he was like, what the heck he said? Something about Lil Wayne kid or Weezy kissing the baby. And,
Lil Weezy and the baby.
Yeah, and he's like, where you find the body? And Lil Weezy and the baby. Yo, I was like, nah.
He said like Lil Weezy and the baby. He was like, nigga, where you find the body? And Lil Weezy and the baby. Like, yo.
He went off.
He's freestyled that whole scheme, nigga.
And then I think it was the second round where he was like going off. Yes, like going.
Oh my God!
I'm like, no, you're burying.
Yeah,
burying.
And then, after that,
disappointing.
It was disappointing, but it was great seeing a vet be a vet, bro. Like the vets really shine in this card.
Absolutely.
Other than the battle that didn't go down, but
yeah,
Calico, bro.
No, he shined already. Just not with the lyrics.
Cal was fucking flawless against Chess, bro.
Yeah.
Calico was flawless against Chess. Flawless, bro.
So the
delivery,
yes,
everything. Like, bro, his timing was nigga. I've never seen that Calico in my life, bro. He told Chess. Yeah. He like Chess is young in age, but nobody big boys Chess. He made Chess look like a baby, bro.
Yo, and Chess's material is better.
Chess's material
It's
is
just
great.
because of his mess up in the first round, and then in the third round, laughing off because Calico took him out of his
I hated that
zone.
Cal fucked him up.
It just destroyed everything. If he didn't do what he choked up.
He didn't choke.
He threw up in the first round.
He got like a fucking nerve condition, nigga, and he gets too excited, too nervous. This nigga starts throwing up when he's rapping.
Start gagging.
Nigga just starts throwing up.
Disgusting.
And it took like all the momentum away because like his first was crazy, but it took all the momentum because of that. And then his second, I think, was the best round of the whole night. Chess's second was crazy. Best round of the night.
The crowd was sleeping because I feel like the crowd didn't really like.
Nah, they was catching everything late. But it was a great crowd. It was a great crowd. Like they knew battle rap. That crowd knew battle rap. And that's why Surf was like, I was so excited to battle because he was like, nigga, that's my crowd.
Yeah.
He was like, I would have killed Cortez bad the way he did John John. He was like, I would have killed Cortez.
Yeah, I watched that.
With that crowd.
I watched that John John battle too, bro. And listen, I love John John. Not love, excuse me. I like John John. He's one of my favorites.
The most consistent nigga before Geechee, nigga. Real rap.
Bro, Surf.
He was consistent in that battle. He did his numbers in that battle. Surf was just different.
He did it. No, it's just
Surf was just different. Right now. That's why I really think Cortez didn't have a chance, bro. Even though I really think Core was going to get his shit. I think Core stopped with the rules regardless because I think he was going to show up. But I just think Surf was just too much.
Fam, when you were selling hair, I was selling hair. Yo, he told that shit to Geechee.
It was suicide. Smack, you pushed away the chair. You pushed suicide. Something like that, yeah.
Bro. No, but listen, what got me, I know I'm going off track.
Nah, that's it.
What got me was the way he said here. He was like, when you were selling hair, I was selling hair. I was like, fuck. It's over.
Because Geechee sells hair, like bundles, like women's weave. So he told him, when you were selling hair, I was selling hair, like selling out on this stage. Nigga.
And then the way he pointed was like, hair. I was like, yo, okay, you got it, sir.
Yeah, bro. You gotta watch that Calico chess shit, bro.
Yeah, that was...
Cal was, nigga, that's the best Cal I ever seen in my life, bro. Cal was flawless.
I just
flawless, bro.
What battle was it? I've also rewatched the.
I just gotta hear the fucking nigga. I gotta mention niggas in the first round after Chess throws up, right? Chess, nigga, he throws up and just comes out going crazy, nigga. And nigga he gets up in Cal's face. Cal's like, "Come on, nigga, you just threw up." I was fucking dying, nigga. He's like, "Come on, nigga, you just threw up."
You can tell Cal's one of like Maul is like one of those too cool dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could just tell.
That nigga was the same thing when he came out on stage. He came out performing to one of his records, and again they cut the music off. Then he kept performing. I was like, yeah, he's ready. I was like, Cal's ready. He just kept performing without the beat. He did a cappella. But yeah, man. And the last battle didn't go down, but they're rescheduling it. Yeah, I think it would have been bad for Core. I just don't think Core has enough, and that's what Surf was trying to explain. He was like, it's cool if you go. It was if you get into fifth gear, that's fine. He said, nigga, I got AMG mode. That's different. He's like, you're a V6. I'm a V12. Nigga, no matter how fast you could go, I'm always gonna go fast. He's like, I don't think Core right now is it.
The razor blade come out.
Get another cut.
You get another cut and another cut.
Like
the seatbelt don't work and I'm trying to
buckle
up.
Boy!
I'm sorry.
That fucking Tay-Rock.
Yo, man, that shit was crazy.
Tay-Rock said that the Hollow.
Hollow. Was it? Yeah, it was Hollow.
Yeah, how about the Durham?
Yo, I watched the Hollow Surf battle, but that was like 9 years ago.
Surf smoked that.
You think so?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hollow was on this game.
No, that's when Hollow was on top, though. Hollow was on top of the world at that time. And he was probably number one in battle rap at that time.
Yeah, Hollow was it. Was that before or after the Clips battle? Hollow's Clips battle?
Before. Way before. Yeah, that was like maybe 2-3 years before.
Oh, damn. Holy
yeah.
God. That Clips battle, I still like that Clips battle. And maybe because I like Clips, I still thought Clips won, but people don't really say that.
I think he won too.
And people say Hollow won, but that's neither here nor here. It's neither here nor here. It's like when you were selling hair, I was selling hair. I'm like, all right, you got it, bro. You sold battles.
That nigga was suicide.
Yo,
Smack, you pushed away the
So, yo, AI, bro, you guys think he's great?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I've been having this talk with a bunch of people, man.
Great leader. But yeah, man.
You're about to say, man.
That's pretty much.
You're about to say some wild shit.
That's pretty much it for today.
Yo, all right, let me
say
ask,
something off the
why do you guys think AI is great?
Listen, he revolutionized the game, bro. And for his, pound for pound, what he did at his size, they measured him at 6 foot. Well, called him 6 foot. That nigga was not 6 foot.
5'10".
Yeah, on a good day. Like,
So I agree with you with the whole cultural thing, but
yeah, he was just great, bro. Like, you see his score numbers at his time?
yeah.
Yeah.
You seen his overall stats?
Okay, he took a lot of shots. Like, he had to. Nobody bitched at Jordan when you ain't seen the joint where fucking
I
Charles
don't
Barkley.
want to talk about Jordan, bro. I
Charles
went off
Barkley
my boy today about Jordan, and I was like, I can't deal with you, bro. I can't deal with it. I can't do it.
You see what Charles Barkley said about him, though?
No.
Nigga, he was reading the fucking stat line right after the game in the finals. He was like, yeah, he shot the ball 35 times. He was like, nigga, I'll be icing my arm right now. I shot the ball 35 times in the game.
Yeah, no, my one boy, and I love him to death, don't get me wrong. I grew to be really close to him, but he was going off about Jordan. Now, all right, for the record, I do think Jordan is better than LeBron. Like, it's just, it is what it is, bro. Like, it's like, you could just watch a game and you could realize that, right? But I think where I have the problem is how, actually, Tanya said it earlier, it's not, my bad, I name dropped crazy right now. Fuck. I name dropped on my Eno. Holy smokes! I think I have a problem with not what people say, is how they say it. Mm-hmm. And he was saying things like, you know, MJ's the best. There will never be another MJ. And I'm like,
he was right.
No, bro. Like, all right.
Another MJ?
No, I know there's not enough.
I know what you're getting to. I think I just have to be.
No, it's just the thought. The way he was explaining to me was like he's not open to the fact that that they will never ever be someone better. And I think that's sorry.
There's never going to be another Jordan.
Of course, there's only one Michael Jordan.
Well, Michael B. Jordan.
Okay, whatever, whatever. Tomato. I'm just saying, like, bro, when Wilt played, I'm pretty sure people were like, "Oh no, this is like no one's ever."
Yeah.
Then Bill came around and won 10 championship. I'm pretty sure people were like, "There would never be." Then Larry came, then Magic came, then Jordan came, and now we're still kind of stuck on Jordan for what 30 years. I get it, but it's just the fact that in my life, like, you don't think in my lifetime, my son's lifetime, and maybe my grandchildren's lifetime, there's not going to be someone better than Jordan.
Well, I stopped taking basketball serious. So.
I did too, but I did too, only because, listen, once he won...
I'm saying I was the only one comparing to him, but...
Comparing what? No, oh, okay. Anyways. I'm getting bothered by people, like, literally being close-minded. Like, they just don't think... Yeah. Well, yes. And I get it, you know, he grew up watching Jordan. He grew up watching Jordan. Wow. Okay. He grew up watching Jordan, and you saw it live. And you know what's crazy? I was telling him, bro, I agree. I'm a LeBron James fan. I'm telling you, Jordan is better. Like, I don't know why, but he just kept saying, yo, and then he, actually, no. Scratch everything I just said. What do you guys think about Space Jam?
Which one?
No, that shit is trash.
All right.
What do we think about Jordan Space Jam?
It's trash now. Well, in 95, it was dope.
Okay, so hear me out. You
gotta realize
what
like,
you said was both our points together.
This is what
my bad.
No, go ahead.
He was literally saying that was the best basketball movie of all time, and we call him Pop. His name is fuck. Damn, how the fuck do I forget his name? This guy's my. I forgot his name. Huh? Pop gonna get smoked.
Don't worry about it, big fella. Wake up.
He was saying that it was the best, and I'm like, so I, like I said, we call him Pop. I was like, Pop, you're drunk, bro. That movie is buns. Yeah. Maybe the plot is okay, and I get it. It's the best at the time. Cartoons ever. It's the best basketball player ever. And Warner Brothers was like, let's make a movie. Why not? You know, and I get it. Watch that movie back. MJ, now, just for those that are LeBron haters, LeBron didn't do any better, obviously. MJ's acting, buns.
Horrible.
Buns.
I'm going to tell you what it is, nigga.
The movie was cheesy. Everything about it was trash.
Of
And
course,
there's other, and it's not just Space Jam. There's other movies. Like niggas don't want to have the conversation with me about Scarface.
Let me tell you.
You guys don't want to have the conversation with me about Scarface. Rewatch Scarface.
You want to get your face scarred? But look, we'll get to the Scarface conversation after this. But
It's not the only movie.
no, there's a lot of
There's
movies
a ton
that
of movies.
niggas call great.
I'm ready to debunk so many movies.
I'm gonna give it to everybody. Pause. I'm gonna give it to niggas straight up. We are now grown.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Space Jam 1 and 2 are gonna be trash for us. It's not made for us. It's made for kids.
Well, yeah.
It's made for kids. So
No.
as a kid, you're gonna love it.
And that's what he did say. He said, the thing is, I wanted him to say to me, that it's your opinion.
Yeah.
Don't
put it like
staple
it's
it
the
like,
masses. Yeah.
like it's undeniable, you know?
Yeah.
He made it seem like it was the best movie. But then he eventually started saying, for my childhood, it was a staple. And that's when I was like, okay, I agree with you. But once you say that, like, it's a fact, now I have a problem. Because that just tells me you're not open-minded to think that competition gets better, that players get better, that, you know what I'm saying? So, again, it's not undeniable that right now Michael Jordan is the best player of all time. Yeah. But if you're going to sit there and tell me that maybe in 50 years there's not going to be another person, I have a problem with that.
There's somebody right on his ass right now. So I think he's more skilled overall. I don't think he's the better basketball player. I think he's more skilled basketball player. Like, you could be more skilled than somebody, but there's still, like, at this point, Ray's probably more skilled than me.
Okay.
But they're never going to pick you over me.
All right. I'm not going to argue with that. I'm not going to argue with that.
Nigga, I played like shit lately.
I'm not going to argue with that. It's just, and I'm a LeBron James fan, so I would love to say,
of course.
And I do think overall, I mean,
and look, all I gotta say is nobody had the longevity he had.
This guy's the only guy that has 30,000, 10,000, and 10,000.
Yep.
Please, he's on his own list.
Yep. That's what I said. That's where it's more skill because he does more of everything. Jordan only known for defense and scoring. He's not known for, even though he's had games with high assist numbers. Yeah, he's a guard.
And I do need to.
There's games where Pippen's on fire, he's feeding him.
I also need people to realize, and I get in the second half of his career he became LeBron the GM, but let's really look at Jordan's teams against LeBron's teams.
In which way?
Like Jordan literally walked into. Hear me out. Jordan literally walked into the perfect time. Larry and Magic were at the end of their career.
Yeah.
Along with Jerry and I think exactly
the main niggas from the late 80s, late 70s, early 80s.
The Pistons, even though they went back to back, that was literally the end of their run, right?
That was the
and then right after that, what happens? They win a 3-peat, right? You're also in an organization that was extremely ready and money ready to build around you.
Roster,
LeBron waited 8 years to get a decent player by his side.
Yeah.
The Cleveland flat out did not want to build around LeBron.
Carlos Boozer did him dirty.
Yeah. Like, Cleveland flat out wasn't trying to do shit. They were like, we have you. Like,
and he got him to the championship.
Yeah. And got fucking demolished, but we're talking about Popovich.
Hey, he got him there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Pop in his prime with these players in their prime.
So he's at that.
Nobody was beating that Spurs team, nigga. Nobody was
at the end of a lot of other teams' prime. He's in an organization that was ready to build, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah,
they got probably the best wingman, or sidekick that they could ever get for someone.
No.
Right? No?
They got that in LA. Kobe was Shaq's sidekick. That's the best sidekick ever.
Okay. We can have that conversation for another day.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm losing my points here. Oh, and the fact that I'm sorry, bro. The competition back. I know it was rough. But you guys can agree with me or deny or not. Every team had one or two good to great players, right?
Yeah.
We can probably agree with that.
Yeah.
After that, MJ literally balled against janitors.
There's a bunch of trash men.
It's more of an era thing because it transitioned into.
And I do agree. Yeah, I do understand that.
It's the same thing if you would put.
I feel like then is just like now.
Jordan, if you put Jordan in the
history repeats itself.
It's the same thing.
in the sense of then it was you had your stars, and then literally role players where they do one specialty, Rodman, defense, rebound. That's it.
Yeah,
that's your specialty. It's more like that nowadays where there's niggas that just stand in the corner and shoot. There's other niggas that just block shots and rebound. Like, and then there's the stars.
It just wasn't highlighted.
Yeah,
like in those days,
I feel like history's repeating itself.
Like look at Steve Kerr. What did Steve Kerr literally do his entire career?
Have Steph and Clay. And Draymond.
That was a good one. And I really hate it. And I need everybody to stop this shit. I hate the whole, and I know he does. Listen, it's not like I'm blind. Yeah. The whole LeBron is a prima donna shit. LeBron is a product of his era.
What superstar is it?
Again, disagree with me if you guys want to. I think LeBron is quote unquote a prima donna or whatever you want to call it, because he knows that's what gets calls. Like he knows that's the.
What superstar is it?
If LeBron was in the early 2000s, which he kind of was, or the 90s, LeBron's probably not going to bitch as much because he knows I'm not getting that call. I need to rough up and go dunk.
Nigga, Jordan was the same way. Nigga, they made basically the Jordan rule, nigga, where he got touched and it was a foul. It was the same way.
You know what's crazy? Not one Jordan dick sucker ever says that. Excuse my mouth. But that's a pause. Wow. That's a pause.
Hello.
Yeah. Like, and I mean, I caught them. I started watching basketball. Excuse me, let me not say that. I started watching basketball early 2000. I knew of basketball when Jordan was in his second three-peat. So I never seen the first three-peat. Yeah. And in his second three-peat, I knew of the Bulls. I know what was going on because of my dad. Yeah. I didn't really sit down and watch basketball until like 2001, 2000 or whatever. Yeah. But I don't know. It's just it's a lot of hate in boxing.
Jordan just considered the greatest because of his dominance.
So dominant.
To have 2 3-peats, like it's
no
like
bullshit.
With pure effect.
I'm gonna see if y'all agree with me. So go ahead. I'm gonna see if y'all agree.
It's unheard of. You know what I'm talking about? To have 2 3-peats, take an hour,
and
take a year, like in a year span.
And I agree with that. And I agree with that. I agree that he's 6-0. I agree that he left to play baseball, comes back and wins another 3-peat. Yeah. I get that's fucking great. I get it. Yeah. But okay, now what?
That's where I was sitting here to say. I was like, but LeBron dominated
since 2003 till this day. Still dominating to this day.
It's more of the you didn't win the chips.
Almost 20 fucking years.
You know what I'm talking about? It's the chips. Basically.
No, nobody has done it as long as bro.
Yeah.
Jordan has done it better. He ain't doing it as long.
And you know,
I just give him credit, bro, because he's like literally at his down peak, and this nigga's
you gotta realize
the fucking great. He's still there with the top scoring.
He had a 3-peat. Basically had a 2-year rest, a 1.5 rest to come back and do it again.
Where the Bulls were still a top 3 teams, by the way.
Yeah, Pippen held them down.
Like that, you take LeBron out of any of his teams and tell me if they're a top 3 team.
No. They're not a top team, they're not a team in the East or the West.
And you know what I hate? I said that one time, and they were like, well, look at the Lakers now. I'm like, bro, it's LeBron's 19th year. What
exactly? He's not supposed to be the man.
What more are you expecting?
AD's supposed to be the man. He's not holding up his end of the bargain. Yeah, that's the problem.
He's the biggest.
AD's not holding up his end of the bargain, nigga.
I hate
He's the biggest fluke.
I supported him a little bit in the Pelicans because he was dominating, but once injuries started rolling in, I was like, oh, no, I hate this guy. I hate him. And it's kind of hypocritical because of how I am with injuries, but whatever. Yeah,
I get it.
And then you know
but
that
you're not a professional player. You don't do this for a living, so
so
that's a big difference. Exactly. There's no hypocrisy to it.
My own thing is I rewatched that. Remember that video I sent to everybody, and I was like, "Debate is over."
Yeah.
I think it was a really good video, but then I rewatched it, and you know how he was basically saying like MJ is over LeBron in every stat.
Yeah.
But that's like per game.
Yeah.
Right. So that means
not on the record books. Like
so overall, LeBron's
smoking him and everything.
LeBron has more points,
everything,
more playoff wins, like
everything but points per game. Everything but points per game.
It's like
it's ridiculous.
It's just because he played. And obviously, if you play more games, your average is going to be low. There's more things to average. Mm-hmm. But overall, LeBron's literally surpassing Jordan.
Yeah.
And he's about to be the best. Not the best. Excuse me. Let me not say that. The number one scoring of all time, and no one. And people are just like, oh no, MJ's still.
He's already all time playoffs and regular season combined. He's already that. And then he's about to just come from regular season all time.
But yeah, I got nothing else to talk about. I mean, we could definitely have other sports talks because I feel like there's a lot of things to say.
About this game though.
That's a fact. We need it.
Have you seen?
We just tied it.
Have you seen Devin Booker, son?
It's going off.
He passed
The last fucking 10 games, 12 games.
Passed fucking Kawhi and an all-time scoring with fewer games with like 300.
Yeah.
I think 300 less games. Nigga.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The thing with this is like, and I love Devin. I really hate regular season. Like, don't do this in the regular season and then come playoff time, average 20 points per game.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And
I'm not saying
blow your load.
And I'm not saying because he played pretty good. Yeah, he played pretty good. But he got injured, right?
Yeah.
I forgot how the finals went down.
Yeah, I think him or Chris.
Someone got injured.
Chris definitely got injured. I know that.
And it's like, do not stop dominating. Like, James Harden is a product of this. In baseball, Clayton Kershaw, except for that World Series that they won, they're a product of this. Aaron Rodgers, a product of this. Stop dominating the regular season and come playoff time when you need to win, do nothing.
Yep.
I don't want to hear it. I agree. There was like this discussion. I know we're going off a tangent here. They asked me what was the best quarterback of all time. If I ask you this question, what do you think is the best quarterback of all time?
Brady.
And what do you go off by?
Everything. His total body of work.
Okay, so now let me reword the question.
Longevity. Same thing LeBron. That's why I say longevity.
So let me reword it. Who do you think is the most skillful quarterback of all time?
Maybe Aaron Rodgers.
Is there one? There's another person. I thought of two people before Brady.
Maybe Joe.
Okay.
Maybe Dan Marino.
Okay. Colts.
Skillful?
Listen, Peyton Manning was a dog.
I don't think he was skillful. I just think he was great.
But he was a dog. He was a dog.
Nigga couldn't move. None of that.
If you tell me skillful, I'm thinking Aaron or Peyton over Brady.
I'm not mad at that.
But
I actually think Drew Brees is more skillful than Brady.
But yeah, Drew Brees was another dog. And even after the injury,
man,
that was a freak. He was not supposed to play football after the injury. Literally was not. And probably
his throwing shoulder, bro.
Yeah, and probably made his career after that injury.
Yeah.
Not saying that he was bad in San Diego.
No. It just wasn't his fit. It wasn't the fit for him.
Yeah.
And he never really got a chance. He basically got run out of there before he had a chance.
But I'm saying that all to say, the most skillful players are going to dominate regular season.
Yeah.
The best players are going to win.
Yeah.
They're seven Super Bowls.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what makes Brady, the MJs, the Bill Russells, that's what have them up there. You can score 50 a game during the regular season.
Yeah.
If you're only scoring 15 in the playoffs, don't talk.
Yeah. If you're not doing it in the playoffs, it's not.
I'm sorry. But I got nothing else. I'm sorry. I know we're going.
No, we good. We good.
Anything else, though? No?
Watch this ass.
Let's fornicate with the female gender and collect currency, guys. You already know, man. This is another episode of the HPodcast. Like I said at the beginning of the episode, please like the video, subscribe, share it. We need to please the algorithm gods, and we want to continue giving you guys good content. But you guys already know we love you. We'll catch you guys next time.
Yes, sir.